Welcome back to From the Scriptwriter's Table, a video log put out there by Winding Trails Media. I'm David Lucas, president of Winding Trails Media, and this entire video log is mostly talking about writing audio plays. But there will be topics in this video log that will apply to all kinds of writing. And over the last several days, we've been talking about sound effects, and we're almost done talking about sound effects for now. We'll eventually come back to this. But today we're going to talk about using sound effects in an expressionistic form or way to tell something about the story that you're writing. Okay, how to do this? I'm going to go to television because that's kind of a common ground that today everybody has. How many of you have watched the TV show 24? Okay, always in 24 you have the visual of a clock, counting the hours, counting the minutes. And I remember counting the seconds, but if I'm wrong with that, forgive me. Because I've been a little while since I've watched the show. That is an expressionistic use of video, because you know there's no real clock sitting somewhere showing you the time and telling the character, uh-oh, characters, you only have 24 hours. Oh, now you got 23 hours. Nope, now you got 22 hours. It's an expression, it's a way of using an expressionistic view to get an idea over to the viewer of a television show that time is ticking away. Using sound effects in audio plays does the same thing. Let's use a clock since we're talking about clocks. You can use you can write in your audio play using a sound effect of a clock and having it fade out. Now, it doesn't take much for the human mind or the human ear to tell the mind, hey, this is just passing over the idea that time is ticking away. Because there's something causing a outside pressure, thus creating suspense and tension on the characters and the story. That's one way of using sound effects in an expressionistic way. Yesterday, I think it was yesterday, I talked about, yes it was, using the sound of wind and waves. I was stealing from Dark Shadows as a way to express horror or kind of gothic feel to a story. That would also be a way to show isolation and desolation, actually. You can have sound effects of fire. Now, we talked about sound effects being an identifier before really using it, or as you're using it. Fire is one of those. But you can still use fire as an expressionistic use of sound effects. Maybe something's burning, obviously fire, but not really burning. Maybe that fire is a symbol to the human mind for something else in the story. And symbolism is something that can constantly come up in your story. And really, with sound effects, symbolism works as a stylistic expression of what you're trying to get across to your listener. So if I didn't confuse you enough, hopefully I didn't. We're going to talk tomorrow. We're going to close out sound effects, and then after that we'll move on to talking about music. Before you go, yes, I know some of you are listening to this every day, and like, will you please hurry up, get through these announcements. But I'm going to ask you, please go to windingtrailsmedia.com, sign up for our free newsletter. Also, the newsletter will come out only once a month, talk about audio plays, talk about webinars for writers, things for listeners, other events that are going on, and also the audio plays we're going to be producing in the fall. as they get chosen. Also, too, go to, if you will, we have once a month a scriptwriters table that will be online. I'm calling kind of a mastermind group. Basically, if you're having problems with a story that you're working on, be it audio play or otherwise, and you want to get ideas from other writers, join us. The first one's going to be June 11th, 2016 at noon. That is GMT -6. All you need to do is go to windingtrailsmedia.com, click the web courses for writers, and select that course. It is absolutely free. It will take you to PayPal, only because PayPal is being used to collect the inventory. And make sure not too many people not that we don't overbook it. Next, there's also some other webinars on that page. Please check them out. There'll be more coming. Finally, please subscribe to this channel. Go to Facebook, Tumblr, and Twitter and follow us, like us, reblog our posts, and finally, please share this with your friends. We do have one other video playlist that will be going, this gets updated weekly, and that is for the fans of radio dramas. A lot right now is about past radio dramas. Eventually, we'll be tying in our new radio dramas that are coming out. Thank you for listening. Have a great week writing. Take care.